In an interview with the Vietnam news agency, on the threshold of the 2023 new year, he highlighted that Singapore has been Vietnam's leading source of foreign investment since 2020, as evidenced by the strong investor confidence in the country's economic prospects and potential. Despite the ongoing adverse geopolitical tensions and economic headwinds, Vietnam's trade revenue is double its GDP, he noted.
But nonetheless, as you have highlighted, Vietnam has bounced back strongly and impressively from the COVID-19 pandemic to become one of the world's fastest growing economies, not just the region's fastest growing economies. But this, you have done so amidst already strong global headwinds.
The Vietnam-Singapore Industrial Park is a cornerstone of Singapore's economic engagement with Vietnam. They have attracted $18 billion in investments, and created over 300,000 jobs in Vietnam, the ambassador said. Construction of the third Vietnam-Singapore Industrial Park in Binh Duong kicked off earlier this year, in the presence of Prime Minister Pham Minh Chinh. Incorporating Industry 4.0 practices and green technologies helped the park secure investment from Lego to build its first ever carbon-neutral plant. Given that, Vietnam and Singapore have both committed to significantly reducing carbon emissions over the decades to come, the ambassador pointed to sustainability as a promising area of cooperation.
Our bilateral collaborations in renewable energy, sustainable infrastructure, carbon credits, and green financing will enable both of us to achieve our goals in the upcoming energy transition.
He said that digital transformation is another promising area of cooperation. Singapore hopes to work towards fostering bilateral and regional connectivity and interoperability to support the growth of businesses and investments in innovation and technology. On bilateral ties, he said Vietnam and Singapore have maintained their steadfast friendship and have a strong foundation of mutual trust and a tradition of mutual support. Since the reopening of their borders earlier this year, Vietnam and Singapore have resumed high-level exchanges, which reflect their mutual interest in expanding cooperation in new and emerging fields.